Welcome to Kaisha no Pod, your favorite podcast for everything anime and manga. And today we've got a very special episode. Some might say that this episode is over 9,000.
Ah. Oh, so I might cause some controversy here.
Then don't say it.
So number two for me is Super.
Same. I changed my list to that. I changed my list to that. I was afraid to say it, but now I have back.
You know what I'm saying? So we gotta stand up for what's right.
I'm in a fortress, man, I feel trapped. King of the hill, but I'm still under attack. And I feel less inside when these weapons fly. And ain't nobody got my back. Cause I feel my aggressive when I'm under pressure. I'm losing my focus, I'm missing my steps.
So, okay, if I'm going for this new order about Dragon Ball Abridged, which I now have to think of on the spot, thanks guys.
No worries.
I would go Dragon Ball Z, number one. Dragon Ball, it's between Dragon Ball Super or Dragon Ball Original.
That's the real question. Which is better, Dragon Ball? Yeah,
that's hard. I didn't think about this.
Yeah, that's the real question.
Dragon Ball second.
Wait.
Super is a close third, and GT's in the trash. So that's bottom.
But wait, we'll be debating in a bit. We need to get through everyone's.
Yeah. So since King Sol is so opinionated, why don't you come up with your list now?
Okay, so listen. First, obviously, goes to Dragon Ball Z. Like that's the series that we all know. That's a series that we all love. That's what it's about, right? Right. Now, second, I don't want to be too nostalgia focused. If I let the nostalgia fully take over, I would give the second spot to Dragon Ball as well, right? Because it's just such a wholesome ride, you know. But then in terms of the bottom tier, the bottom of the bottom, I don't want to get burned alive, but the fact that it's close, the fact that it's as close as it is in my mind between GT and Super should tell you a lot. But I will give Super third and give GT fourth, but then it is a close one. In fact, I might even say they're tied for third, right?
You're lucky I don't have my soundboard today.
Yeah, that's my ranking. That's my ranking.
Okay. Before I start imploding, I'll move on to Akin.
Okay.
Oh, so I might cause some controversy here.
Then don't say it.
No, good. We need some controversy. Our lists are too similar. I might start arguing the other side just to have the other side there.
Wow.
So number one for me is the OG Dragon Ball.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I understand that.
Over Z? Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I'll go into why Z is not I don't really rate Z that much. But
hold on. Wait, no, you were in safe territory, but calm down.
So number two for me is Super.
Was that continue?
Is that what stroke feels like? Did I just have a stroke?
And obviously number three is Z, but I will say that on any given day 2 and 3 can switch, and then definitely last is GT. But GT, it gave us a lot of the fans some really nice battles, but obviously we can go into that later.
Okay.
Can I change my list?
Okay, so you want to change your list?
Yes, I want to put Dragon Ball Z first, Dragon Ball GT second.
What? You guys were getting at me.
No, you guys were this. I realized what foolishness you were speaking, and then it made me realize my list was wrong. Dragon Ball
Yeah.
Dragon Ball GT second, Dragon Ball third, and Dragon Ball Super dead last.
Same. I changed my list to that. I changed my list to that. I was afraid to say it, but now I have back.
You know what I'm saying? So we gotta stand up for what's right. Even if people did enough, say it's wrong.
GT as 2.
You know it's right.
As 2.
Yeah.
If you look in one different light, you know what it takes to make it right.
Bro.
Wow.
Like I'm not here.
Okay.
Someone really said GT second.
Bridges are about to be burned.
Half of the podcast, and you guys wouldn't even let me do a bridge. I mean, it's just we'll get back into it. That's where we're starting.
I mean,
I used to think Dragon Ball was the best, but then I watched Z again. I was like, recently. I was like, you know what, Z is a lot better than I remember it being.
Do you know what? The thing is, I have one argument. Like, Z is really great. Honestly, I think with a few adjustments, it can easily by far be the best one.
See, you should have finished that. I think it's really great. I think end of sentence. You know,
An opinion. Opinion.
I'm putting GT as tied with Super. GT is tied with Super for me.
Really?
GT
I can
is
accept
tied
that.
with-
Even though I disagree, but I can accept it.
No. You can disagree. It's okay. You're wrong.
Solomon,
You can
be true to
disagree.
your heart. Don't let these people scare you. Don't let them fearmonger
No,
you.
let me tell you why. And let me tell you why. Because, and I'll use this as an. Are we allowed to go in now? Like, can I go in?
Yeah, go for it. Why is GT
So, like,
apparently good?
So here's the thing. I'm not saying that GT is great. I'm saying that Super is really bad, right? Because GT has, once you get past the first arc of GT, the Black Star Dragon Ball, let's not even talk about that. It's stupid, it's inconsistent, it's contrived. But once you get into the baby arc, bro, you have some beautiful character moments. The plot makes sense. The motivation of the villain is amazing. The fights are even interesting because in Super, it's just, strong guys fight, strong guy fight. But with the baby saga, he could infect your friends, he could infect your family. If he cuts you even once, he infiltrates your body and wins, right? So it's not just about fighting the strong guy, it's about strategizing, it's about this, it's about that. It just makes things so much more dynamic.
Can I just slightly interject there? Okay,
Go on.
not everyone
Go in.
everyone has seen this, but currently in the current arc in the Dragon Ball Super manga, there is
Josie, you're my guy.
Manga doesn't
You're
count.
my
guy.
Manga doesn't count.
You're my guy, fam.
Manga doesn't
Wait,
count. Manga doesn't count.
Can I speak?
Manga doesn't count. Manga doesn't.
It's gonna be animated though.
We don't know that.
it count.
It hasn't been confirmed.
We
It
already-
hasn't been confirmed that the Super anime is going to be continued. It ends at the Tournament of Power.
No, what? No, it didn't.
It has not been confirmed whether or not the rest of the manga is going to be animated. There's no confirmation
it
past the
will.
Broly movie, but we don't know.
Okay, wait. But with the super stuff, can we include the movies?
Yeah, no, the movies have been made. We know the Broly movie is there. That's cool.
Cool.
But
So
like,
we're not including the current arc in the manga.
Now that wouldn't be fair because GT is proper over, Dragon Ball Z is proper over, and as far as we're concerned, Super is also properly over as far as the anime goes. If
And
you wanna
I
know
know-
about the
we'll-
manga,
And these
you
are the rules. These are
We'll play by those rules.
Okay, fine.
We'll play by those rules. I
Okay,
don't
fine.
mind.
So
I can still defend
okay,
Super over GT
I
any day.
don't
of the
think
week.
you can. I don't think
I
you
can.
No.
Do you know what? Let me tell. Wait. Hold on. Let me tell you why. And it kind of goes into my point as to why I said Dragon Ball Z could easily be like by far the best, but it's not. When I was a kid, obviously watching Dragon Ball Z was fun because obviously you had all these fights. But rewatching stuff, oh my goodness, I always have to go to YouTube and just watch condensed versions because there's so much wasted
so
time
Oh, of course, I agree.
in Dragon Ball Z. It's so fucking long. Like, how long is the actual Frieza and Goku fight?
5 minutes on Namek.
Yeah, like 5 minutes on Namek, but yeah, no.
And
I
how long
agree.
does it take in terms of the episodes? It's just ridiculous.
Okay, fair
And
enough.
where I think Super shines is that Super doesn't actually really have wasted episodes. Like, they progress pretty quickly.
But then,
the
but
storyline
then,
actually
but,
progresses.
but then on the other hand, if you look at the Tournament of Power arc,
I was literally about to say.
I feel like A, there were some wasted episodes, and B,
Oh yeah, for sure.
and B, the ending was so rushed that it ruined the arc basically.
But the thing is, we have to remember the caveat of obviously the Super anime, which is why it was a bit weird. It was obviously we have the manga and the anime. The anime, the reason why obviously it was cut short and they had to end it is because they didn't know, and it's still kind of uncertain whether they're going to continue or not. So obviously they had to kind of rush things to end it on some sort of, some kind of conclusion.
While we all know that to be the case, that's an out of universe explanation. That doesn't
Yeah, I
matter.
can't-
We're looking
we
at the
can't-
show for what it is.
Yeah.
You have to look at the show for
No,
what
but,
it is.
wait. But again, I'm not saying Super was perfect in that regard. But can you imagine if something like the Tournament of Power existed in Z?
My gosh.
Do you know how many fucking episodes that would take?
It would have been awful. The
It would
Tournament
have
of
been
Power.
not awful. It would have been trash.
The Tournament of Power is 4 times longer than It's 2 times longer than the second longest arc in Super. It's 4 times longer than all the rest. Like it is. It even though it's not Zila, it is still ridiculous. I would say. And Super does
But it makes sense that it's longer because just think about where they've gone from these smaller arcs where essentially you have Frieza, which is again just kind of like a refresher to kind of bring in a character who everyone loves.
Yeah, that was
and obviously you have the
movie, to
Goku
be
Black
honest.
arc, which kind of obviously introduced the wider god realm. Then you have this Tournament of Power, which goes across the multiverse. Of course, it's going to be longer. There's no way it can be as short as the Frieza arc.
See, here's the thing. You would think that because if you're having an arc that is multiverse wide, you would think that you would need all that time to flesh out characters and learn. Tell me the name of one person from Universe 2.
Thank you for watching this Kaisha No Pod production. This is just a small snippet of a much larger podcast that we do, and it's available on all audio platforms. So if you'd like to watch the full version of this, just click on one of the links in the description below. And also, if you enjoyed this video, please give us just, a cheeky like, share, and subscribe. It's really appreciated. Thank you, and peace out.
I'm about to go Super Saiyajin. Feel the fire coming off my skin. In the future, that's where I've been. So I'm about to tell y'all where the end begins. It's all black, where my kin. It's cold outside, I need to bring y'all in.